2, 1.
Is everybody ready to middle of nowhere?
3, 2, 1.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Jack, well done on that video.
Do you remember those guys?
I do, very much.
Do you
Vlad
remember
and the
the
German guy?
Yeah, the Vlad and the German guy. That is both their official names. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Middle of Nowhere, episode 44 on this May the 11th. Who's with me? Where am I? Daniel Salee, hype, 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 maximum hype, 1,000%. That's it. That's the energy we want. Carl T's in the house.
Boom, boom, boom.
Slooze is over there. Hi, Slooze. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Jack?
I'm good, man. Yeah, that was that little intro. We had Vlad and the other fella who was, I remember he was German. I don't remember his name. If anybody remembers his name, or indeed just remembers him, then let me know. Brendan can't hear anything. Can anybody else hear things? Can other people hear, or is it just Brendan's hearing that's gone?
I just tested the stream. I could hear on the stream. I'm not sure.
If you can hear us, say anything. If you can't hear us, say nothing. I'm going to carry on.
Kyle, did you hear that intro? Did you hear the musical intro?
Kevin can hear. Kevin can hear.
Kyle.
I'm gonna assume people can hear, and they'll let us know if they can't. Brendan's gonna refresh. It's time to celebrate a birthday, Slooze. I don't know if you knew that, but I was perusing the archives of time in the Middle of Nowhere's channel, and it was May 14th, 2019, that our very first recording, and now here we are on May 11th, 2020. So join me, everybody, in wishing the recording a happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Timon.
Yeah.
So this is Timon's birthday. A one year anniversary.
It's the 1 year anniversary of recording the show, which was obviously when you came on board, Slooze. Did you see many shows before you started recording it? I can't remember.
I think it
was so many years ago. 2
or 3 shows, and then I started recording.
You were like, let's record this.
Yeah.
You can go back and listen to those yourselves, and all of the shows leading between then and now and here. In between there is the middle of nowhere, and it's all online, and you can go check it all out. That'd be good, isn't it?
That's crazy.
Good thing to spend your lockdown time doing. It's hours and hours and hours and hours.
We got a lot of hours, but great. Just pumping on. Have a listen.
Pumping on. Let's jump right in. Let's jump right in with the first video. We got Daniel Salee submitted us again. Big music guy, Daniel Salee. He was heralded by me as a big music guy, and he backs that up again with this video. So whenever you're ready, Slooze, let's jump in.
Screaming for more. It's you that I'm calling. It's you that I'm calling for. And when the lights start to fade, no more music, no more stage. It's you that I'm calling for, yes, it's you that I'm calling for. This life I lead feels so alone, or so it seems sometimes.
Noise.
Noise. That gets a big team on noise.
Noise.
Daniel Salee making the guitar sing. He was, and he was singing. I like how he had the wordage in the top corner, acknowledging that he was branded as a music guy, as if we didn't already know. He said it himself, and you saw his website up there, which is danielsalee.com, which you can go and check out more of his work on the Twitter website, or you can go on his Instagram, which is at Universalee, but the E is a 3 and there's a J at the end, which is silent. Does that make sense to you, Slews?
Yeah, so I was something happened on my Skype screen and the windows were getting all mixed around. But I do have the tab here of the Instagram, just as you were describing.
Slews, if you drop the ball one more time, you are fired. Okay? Do you hear me? That's a 2 strikes.
Understood, sir.
You already labeled this as the 49th show, and it's the 44th show.
And no, I don't think anyone caught that.
Well, I told them, all of them. Yeah, there it is. There's the Instagram. It's and that's how he spells it, Universalee, and the song that you just saw is on there. And Slews, I was just joking. You do a tremendous job at pushing the buttons. I actually gave you a shout out on Facebook today. I tagged you in someone was asking about streaming and like what programs we use. And I was like, Slews uses this, and he presses all the buttons. So you should ask him for more details.
I gotta say, it's something about pressing buttons that I truly enjoy.
Hey, you press my buttons.
Hopefully the right ones.
Always. Brendan, did you get the sound working? I saw there was a bit of a chat back and forth. Anna made a good suggestion. Did you try the volume? But I would try that first. Turn it off and on again. Try the volume. If neither of those work, I can't help you, unfortunately.
Yeah. I don't know. He said it worked on his phone, though. I think he said he can do it on his phone.
That means you need to get a new computer. That's my advice. Yeah, Daniel Salee, thank you. Cool. Go check him out. Slews, how's your week been?
It's been pretty good. I've been doing these daily calls with my nephew, with my Legos. I pulled out my old bin of Legos and been building Legos and doing these like stories with them, which has been a challenge to do every single day. Like you think, like the first couple stories, I was like, I got this, and then now I'm just like, okay, what do I do next? But then it's really cool because then I'm totally interacting with things that different. I can show you really quickly. I built this ninja school. This is like one of the sets that I built.
This is middle of nowhere show and tell with Lucas Slews.
My ninja school. I don't know. And then there's
Nice.
The pillars, like the pillars in like martial art movies where they jump around on and train. But it's
sweet. Was the ninja school in today's story? Was it about a ninja school?
Yeah, well, I made that a couple days ago, and I've been trying to just like get the best use out of it. Like basically, what I'll do is I'll like use the pieces, and then I'll break it all apart, and then build something else. And I just try to, show my nephew, how to play with Legos, or at least how I did. And it was I don't know. This week has been awesome. I've just been doing something
Sweet.
that I haven't done in a long time. I really enjoyed it as a kid. Like I'd spend hours doing it. Hours. Nice.
Well, we've had the weather for it this week. Weather's been good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been
good.
I think that's why I liked the rain, because that was usually when I was playing with my Legos. So
This week, I asked myself the question, and I pose it to you. I know I don't want to keep going on about the weather. All right, I feel like a broken record. You know my stance on the weather.
yes,
but
I do,
like,
yes.
jokes aside, how shitty does the weather have to get for people to realize that like we just shouldn't live here? Like, do we need snow in June? Do we need snow in August? Is that what it's going to take?
You know, this kind of snow is also, I mean, like spring snow is the worst kind of out of them all because it's
That shouldn't be a sentence you just said.
Why?
Spring snow shouldn't be a thing. Never mind, it should be the worst type of snow. There shouldn't be spring snow.
There's no season that just switches in a day, though. A season's like an age. There's like an overlap, like a phase. You know what I mean? But I'm not saying what we're seeing isn't crazy. Like this is like really late April showers, which is supposed to bring May flowers. But we are not seeing any May flowers right now. So, you know what I mean?
I do. And I like what you did there. Anywho, little story leading up to the next video, if you'll indulge me. So Daniel Salee, he has a J at the end of his name, and we weren't sure 2 weeks ago when he submitted how to pronounce his name, and he told us the J was silent.
That's right.
So that got me a thinking, and I was high one night and was like, it'd be funny if I did that and made the J silent in my name. And that was what was to the idea of the song that I did last week, which was about changing my name and dropping the J.
That's right. Heck.
Fast forward a week, Kevin, who's the drummer of the band Schwinnigan Handshake and the best drummer in North America, in my humble opinion, but I'm also a big music guy, so my opinion carries some weight. And he was like, yeah, I want to add a drum beat. So he added a drum beat. And then I was like, I'm going to send this to the best bassist in North America, who wasn't available. So I had to send it to Pete instead. I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm joking. That was a jive. That was a light-hearted ribbing. I sent it to Pete, who added a wicked bass line. Sent it to Brendan, who also added his little guitar licks. And I just wanted to play for you the same song again, but different, because this has been remixed by the band. So
nice.
This is me, KP, Too Sweet, and Braz in dropping the J. Let's hear it.
I've been thinking for a while now that it's time to make a change. What's a better place to start now than changing this old cowboy's name? I've been thinking for a while now how this name's been holding me back. So I'm gonna tell you now, yeah, I'm dropping the J, just call me Hack. Dropping the J. I was born to a lady who was nice in the way she raised me. When it was time to name this baby, wasn't crazy, rated safely. The name that she came to and signed for eventually was fine if you're living in the line or conventionally. At school, the other boys and girls knew the score. I was confused, be like, yo, hey, what's this J for? I was sad and had depression in bars with 4 letters in my name that might as well have been question marks. Call me back in the morning, call me back at night, call me back when you're squeezing me and holding me and telling me that it's gonna be alright. Just say, hey there, Jackie boy, it's gonna be
think I got that.
Did you hear Brendan at the end?
I couldn't hear what he said. What did he say
He
there?
just said, I think I got that.
I think I got
Oh.
that.
So that was, well, thank you guys for making that song much better, in my opinion. That was recorded in 4 different locations in everyone's individual home and then somehow pieced together. And yeah, sounds dope. As Kevin summed it up, man. Dope. I like it. And yeah, it's cool. It's fun.
Yeah, what's that
So-
J for, man?
Unnecessary. I'm having thoughts about whether or not I need the A, to be honest with you.
I like how Pete said "ackhole."
Yeah. That's fair.
Cracking
Well,
up over here. You got it, Brando. He definitely got it. Would you say he got it at the end?
Oh yeah, he got it. He got it. He got it. There was actually a part where somebody yells "what" like during the recording, and he was like, yeah, sorry about the background noise, but when I synced it up, it came exactly when I said, "What's the J for?" Then someone goes, "What?" Like you can't really hear it first time round, but if you hear it as many times as I heard it, then you can hear it. So yeah,
That's awesome.
like-
Actually, that's a little Easter egg.
yeah, exactly. Intentional though. Brendan meant to do it. He's confirmed.
That's why he's an artist, man.
He's beyond his years in terms of music and everything. Brendan's brother is on the show later as well. Ryan
No way.
spitting some verses as
No
well.
way. That's
Yeah.
awesome. First video,
Yeah.
first performance. I don't think he's
Yeah.
performed at the live show before.
He performed a live show, yeah. But this is a whole song. It's a snippet of a whole song. But stay tuned for that. I watched Bohemian Rhapsody in the week.
Oh,
Yeah, have you seen it?
I have not yet.
Yeah, it's good. They were good, weren't they? Queen.
They were awesome, man. The vocal range. You were talking a few weeks about vocal octaves and vocal ranges.
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury has definitely the one of the biggest vocal ranges.
Well, he has, which I didn't know till I saw the movie, but he has 2 or 4 extra molars in his mouth. Or so he had extra teeth in his mouth, which was why his teeth were so big. But that also, made him be able to open his mouth bigger. And he says, and I don't know if he's joking, but yeah, that's his secret. So us with just a normal amount of teeth, what chance we do our best. We do our best.
Nature versus nurture. What is it? We don't fully know, but that guy was unique. Unique human being. That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine
Michelle.
extra teeth though in the back of your mouth. I'd be like,
Good for when you're at the keg. I always find that's when I appreciate my teeth the most. When I'm buying into a medium rare baseball steak. I'm like, you got to get the front to rip it, and then the back ones to grind it, because that's what I'm most thankful for my teeth. How did we get onto this? Michelle Brown's seen Bohemian Rhapsody, and she said she loves it and loves the music. I was listening to Queen today as I was driving, so I was going on one of my drives. I was listening to Radio Gaga. Lucas Sluzar. Last week, I bequeathed the challenge. Did I not?
sorry, you just glitched
Did
out.
you lose me?
Yeah, just for a second there. Yeah, sorry.
I could tell. That's okay. I'll rewind.
I heard you say
Lucas
the
Sluzar.
challenge, but yeah, that was it.
Okay, I think that was it. Let me say it one more time just so everyone's on the same page. Lucas Sluzar, last week I bequeathed the challenge to you, did I not?
You did. You did.
Okay, good.
I remember this challenge, and I remember in the moment thinking, "Oh no, what am I gonna do?"
Oh, yeah. So for those that don't know, Sluz has done a couple of songs last couple of weeks, and they've been happy, made me smile, and I was like, I want to see you do a sad song, and so he's done a sad song, and we're going to see it now. You've also frozen on my end, Sluz, but I guess I'll still be able to see your song though. For
Okay,
now.
well, we can fix that while we do the song.
Tell you what, you better.
I'm on it. Agent Lucas is on it.
I can't see your face to see if you knew I was joking or not. I'm always joking. All right. You can play the video whenever you are ready, sir. I'm ready to cheer up. Where are my Kleenex?
So for this week, I was asked to do a sad song. So I'm going to be doing a song from my favorite Disney movie, Robin Hood. Hope you enjoy. Every town has its ups and downs. Sometimes ups outnumber the downs. Not in Nottingham. I'm inclined to believe if we were so down, we'd up and leave. We'd up and fly if we had wings. flying. Can't you hear the tears we're crying? Can't there be some happiness for me? Not in Nottingham. Thank you very much. There was a little audio glitch in the middle of that, but it's okay.
Okay, that's all right. I also didn't see any of it, unfortunately. I'm sure it was great.
That's right,
Right.
because of the share screen.
I watched the beginning bit. Maybe we'll just watch it again at the end of the show, because it was bringing me flashbacks to that film. I haven't seen that film in so long, and I remember that scene.
Sorry, I cut you off from the video, Jack. My bad. I just, because you couldn't see me, I was like, oh, I gotta move this, get this around, you know, like.
It's okay. There's balls everywhere. The balls are all over. They've all been dropped, but it's okay. Some love's coming in. The people liked it, or at least they liked the movie. If nothing else, it made people realize how much they like the movie. Slade.
It's my favorite movie of Disney. Like, it's so cool, man. It's so
Actually,
good.
I just, when you've seen a movie so long ago and all you can remember about it was that it's good, but you don't remember anything else. Was that just me?
I remember a lot of, there's a part, this sound right here. Could you hear that?
Yeah.
That sound is the sound. I learned how to do that sound because that's an actual sound effect that they did in the movie when the snake gets his head in the bubble and he's like in the balloon, and then he flies up to get, because he's trying to basically Little John and Robin Hood have snuck into the tournament, and Little John took the snake and put it in a barrel, and then the snake got a bubble, and he's trying to get to the king to warn the king. He's like, hey, Robin Hood's here, bro. Like, you gotta, like, you're gonna, like, Robin Hood's here. But he can't, so he gets the balloon, and then he's trying to fly to him, and he whips his tail around, and that's the sound effect of his tail.
Yeah. Bringing it back. You're bringing it all back.
And hearing that, like, I mean, that's just a little piece, but, like, the music in that is great, and, I don't know. Yeah,
I think you could do the whole film with various sound effects and the lines.
Oh,
It would be longer than a minute and a half as a performance. It would be,
Imagine I did it with Lego.
Imagine.
Challenge
Let's do it.
accepted. No, I'm kidding. No.
Okay. We might, if there's time, play that again. If that's all right, because I actually missed it. I didn't see. I saw the first.
I'm so
10
sorry.
seconds.
I just like.
No, it's okay.
I thought that would be the quickest way to fix it, but I didn't think.
Slews. Sometimes you just can't control things, and the people saw it. And from what I can see, what I can gather from the feedback is that they will not mind watching it again. But we must move on.
Sorry, actually, just before we move on, I just wanted to just Pete talked. He said better when they wear tights. I'm wondering if he's referring to Men in Tights. Did you see that movie?
I think he might be referring to Men in Tights, and I did see that movie. I remember laughing hysterically.
That movie. That's a funny movie. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Lend me your ears.
Would you still put the Disney? Would it be Disney Men in Tights, and then the Kevin Costner one? Can't remember what that was. Was it Kevin Costner?
I think it was Kevin Costner. I know the one you're talking. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both. Yeah, I would say Disney first, and then Men in Tights.
Yeah.
Like, but
Have you seen the Russell Crowe one?
No.
Awful.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Awful stuff.
Russell Crowe.
Yeah, his accent is appalling, and that's what loses it for me.
I heard about that. I remember hearing about that. That's right.
It might have been me actually that said it last time when we were talking about Master and Commander.
Yes,
I
think that's exactly you. You were the one that told me that. Yes.
Yeah. So don't think you've heard it twice. You have heard it twice, but it was both from the same person. Anyway,
Yes, indeed. Next up
is Carl T, the
oh,
main man.
yes. I
The
got
main
it.
man is Carl T, who's hitting us with the 2003 jam "Try Honesty" by Billy Talent. Do you know that song?
I don't. I know.
Okay.
I know Billy Talent, but I don't know. I don't know the music thoroughly. But yeah, I enjoy Billy Talent.
All right, let's see it.
Comes.
Well, I tripped, I fell down naked. Well, I scratched my knees, they bled. So up, my eyes need no more. In this game, there is no score. Forgive me, Father, why should you bother? Hop in your dumb truck, reverse for good luck. Take on the whole world, fight with the young girl. Call me a cheapskate, come on for Pete's sake.
Nice. No, it's okay. Oh man, in my head you've been fired so many times already tonight, Sleaze. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm kidding. I'm joking. That was Kyle T. With "Try Honesty," which I don't think I've ever heard that song. Brendan said it was a good tune. It sounds like a good tune. Like I was into it. I was a nod in my head to the beat. You know, that's the mark. When someone does that, that means they're into it. Big music guy. If a big music guy starts nodding his head, you're kind of a big deal. So I was nodding my head during that song, and the rest of that song, the rest of the video can be located where, Sleaze? Where can it be located? I hear you ask. With your eyes. Correct. On the YouTube Carl T Poetry. Pull it up. Hoist it up. A little bit. There it is. There's the whole caboose. I like how he's smiling too. It's contagious, a smile, especially Carl's smile. Carl T has a contagious smile. Is there a lyric in that? Maybe. But yeah, thanks, KT. We can't hear Lucas, by the way. Sleaze, my goodness. How long have you not been able to hear Sleaze for? The whole show, or just I'm just saying now, by the way. We can't hear Lucas.
It was just after Kyle's thing.
Okay, it's fine. After I today I was like, oh, we use OBS and Skype and YouTube to this guy on Facebook who was asking about it.
Yeah.
If he's not watching, he's like, well, this is a bit shit. I'm not using any of these programs. It's technology, man. It's technology.
There's an acronym in the IT world called PEPCAP, which stands for Problem Exists Between Keyboard and Chair. And it's a very sneaky acronym that IT guys will say. So
that just means like the guy's fucking it up.
Yeah, like me, like it's a user error. It's on
the
person, not the because because in IT you get calls all the time and they're like, I can't do this, and you're like, we got a serious PEPCAP here. I'm not really sure how I'm going to solve the issue on this end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm just like that's how they would use it. And then the person on the other end's like, "Okay, you can't fix this. What is PepCap? What are you talking? Like I've never even heard this before." And they're like, "Yeah, it's bad."
Yeah. It bothers me when I'm on the phone to IT guys and I get the impression based on their tone they think they're dealing with a PepCap, but I know they're not. And there's like this subtext of I'm trying to convince them, hey,
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing here. I know this thing you're trying to make me do is not going to fix it.
Oh man,
You got to jump through the
exactly.
hoops. You got to jump through their hoops so you can say I tried it. Yeah. Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in? That's the first thing I try.
Man, but I know exactly what every time I call Rogers, it feels like that. I'm like, oh, I'm prepping myself for the intro. I'm like,
Yeah. Isn't it just exhausting when you have to call these places?
it is.
Which, incidentally, speaking of calling places, Canadian Tire published my review from last week. That's my
right.
big news. Yeah, and it's already got 3. It's got 3 like thumbs up. This was helpful.
No way, really?
No thumbs down. So
You had some people backing it up. Nice.
but some people have been giving me some feedback. Been reviewing my review, and all signs are thumbs up.
I wonder if they read it and they also got the bike and was like, "This is 100% accurate."
I mean, I hope that people don't do it the same way I did it, which was get the bike and then read the reviews and be like, "Oh yeah, it is shit." You should definitely read the reviews first. Definitely, it's definitely the better way around to do it. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty proud of myself. Published author on the Canadian Tire website. No big deal. Whatever.
Yeah, that's right. You're published now, man, and peer reviewed. You're actually been peer reviewed. It's a peer reviewed publication.
Maybe I could release it as some kind of maybe like the Humber Library would take it.
Dude, have you ever considered getting into like being a professor?
I've considered getting into every profession there is at this point in my life. I think I've at least I've given some thought to all of it.
What about teaching in general? Would you ever would you ever take a teaching job?
I've thought about it. I wouldn't take a teaching job now because I don't have the qualifications. So if anyone offered me a teaching job, I would question them as a hirer. But I get what you mean. Yeah, I would. I think there's fewer valuable things you can do with your time than teach the youth of tomorrow. I just don't do it at the moment. But I would, yeah.
If you taught any subject, what subject would you teach?
Oh, that's a good question. Probably just general knowledge. Is that one? Street smarts. No.
That'd be the home class, or the starting class. You're
maybe drama or something that's. Yeah, I don't think I'd be very good at any of the studious ones.
Man, I think you'd be a really cool drama teacher, man. If I was a kid and I had you a drama teacher. Oh, you probably lost me. I was saying I think you'd be a cool drama teacher if I was a kid, and you were my drama teacher. I could totally see that. You'd be like, "Okay, guys, now we're gonna improvise," and the kids are like, "Huh? What?" And you're like,
"I don't want to do this." And by
like,
the end of it, they're like, "Oh,
yeah,
it's so cool."
Exactly.
I'd be like, "Don't call me Jack. Just I'm one of you guys." And I'd sit on my chair backwards and be like, "What's really the problem, guys? Talk to me."
No, I got you, Mr. C. I can't, Jack.
Mr. C, yeah.
Mr.
C. Maybe one day. Let's mosey on down the river.
Mosey on down the river.
And more up at the next performer, who's Ryan Brazow, little Ryan Brazow, who's Brendan's brother, who's a rapper. He's an MC, and he's performed at our show, I think once, maybe twice. Anyway, he sent a song. And this is the first little bit of it. I forgot what it. I don't know. It was sent quite late, and it was just the song. I don't actually know what it's called or where you can see it all. Maybe Brendan or Ryan, if they're watching, can fill us in those gaps while we hear it. But let's hear it. This is a jam.
How about we guess the name of the song when we listen to it? We'll just see if the lyrics pop up. We'll be like, that's it. That's the song.
Okay.
All right, everybody, here we go.
I'm lit, yeah. Probably smoke 4 or 5 spliffs, yeah. Moving all this weight, I'm so fit. I don't know nothing but to go get it, yeah. I got cash, no credit. Smoke hash so fast, only lasts a minute. Took a little break, but I'm back up in it. Made a little cake, I can stack up with it, yeah. I can't complain. I go hard like crack cocaine. I got will, son, no castaway. You looking past my way, then I'm a blast away, yeah. You ain't getting no pass. Don't make me spaz, flow dope, leave a rash. So much dirty money, so I'm taking a bath. He say getting money, don't make me laugh. Flow too sick, as the fire, no bick. Chicks want my dick, I don't send them no pic. I take my pick, hit it like a low kick. Beat it up like a drum, and I got no sticks. Flow so sick, I'm a boss like Rick. Slick like Moss, and I'm floss like Mitch. They think they can rap, but not like this. And I've been getting guap since a young white kid, yeah.
Not the last one. Yeah. Sweet.
I was muted for a second. I'm back.
Nice. Sweet. Nice. Flames. Hype. All the words. Yeah, that was
Flames.
cool. I think it was. I checked the file that he sent it, and it's called Ride It.
Right.
Because I noticed he was going Ride It.
It sounded awesome. It sounded
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good. I like this the sound of the mix and the
Oh,
elements and the stuff that's going on in there.
all the bits. Yeah, that was cool. I like that. There was a line in it was like, I'm floss like Mitch, and I don't know if he's. Well, I don't really know what it means to be floss. Is it like smart or showing off, or like what does floss mean anyway? And also, is it Mitch? Our Mitch. All
Yeah.
questions
Is
that
it the Mitch? Yeah.
I want Brendan to answer, because I don't know if Ryan's watching, but if Ryan's watching, answer. Either way, I like it. And that was the I don't know where there's an entire song too. I don't know where that lives, but hopefully Brendan or someone could tell us, because I was listening to the whole song, and he has a line in the second verse where he's like, I don't sell dope anymore, and he was like, well, maybe I do. Yeah, which is also good.
Perhaps.
No
maybe,
idea.
maybe I do. I don't know. I'm not.
Maybe I do. Maybe it's
You're the
maybe,
one who said. I don't know. I'm just
I
saying
don't know.
maybe.
Maybe
Perhaps.
it's we got dank.ca. I don't know. Maybe I can't confirm or deny.
That's an amazing sounding name for a store. Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's a
I don't know.
brilliant. But maybe maybe.
Maybe it's free delivery over $100. I don't know. But I legit don't know that part.
I was like, whoa, if that actually a thing, I was like, I was like, oh, we might be.
We got dank.
You know the information. I was like, I didn't even know, but it's okay. It's all right.
Yeah,
We're just saying maybe, anyways. We're not even for sure, anyways. So,
man, Ryan's thing I like about Ryan is he's also a really nice guy. That's seems kind of obvious, but yeah, he's a lovely guy. He's
He
very
is
funny
nice,
too.
dude.
In fact,
What
Brendan's a lovely guy too.
what up?
A couple of sweethearts, those Brazows.
Yeah.
Just
What's
saying.
up? I'm like giving them props. Like, bam. Man.
Yeah.
So,
Fist bump. But virtual fist pump. That's all we can do these days. I
Safe.
started to get my old plant pots out of storage. Starting to get the balcony Zen garden up and running again.
yeah.
Even though I haven't really had the weather for it yet, but I think it's coming. And I was thinking as I was getting them out of storage, like the good thing about getting stuff out of storage now from last summer is you know it doesn't have coronavirus on it. It's like you can touch it carefree.
Right,
It's like
right.
this came from a simpler time, and I welcomed these plant pots to the new world. It's an uglier world, guys. It's a world of disinfectant, but welcome.
Well, I mean, this is the only world they're gonna know, man. They're not from the old world, man. They don't even know what it's like to go to a restaurant with their friends. You know what I mean? Those little weed nuggets are just gonna be, they're just gonna grow up knowing this.
Yeah, I wasn't growing weed though. Don't grow weed. I would if I had the patience or the time.
Oh, these are just what I thought you said.
yeah.
My bad.
No, I just meant get my Zen. I just meant get like plants, like regular plants out.
Oh,
Like Walmart plants. Like I I bought an Albertan spruce shrub today from
Let's
Walmart.
see it. Can we
Quite big. Yeah, I'll give you that. Hold on.
a spruce? Like that's a tree, no?
It's a spruce shrub. A bit of shrubbery. I think maybe it fell from the spruce, and some wily entrepreneur picked it up and was like, "I'll sell these to Walmart." I imagine that's how the story went.
I know what to do with these.
They're all year round plants. They require 2 or 3 hours of sunlight, which is perfect because that's all my balcony gets.
Really?
And for all intents and purposes, are idiot proof. So hopefully it won't die because my ones from last winter are all mostly dead. I've surrounded myself with dead plants. Not good vibes.
But the low maintenance plant like that's pretty good, man. Honestly, I've always wanted to have plants in my room, but I don't not get it. Well, in this office here, but I don't get enough.
Oh, you should, man.
Sunlight at all. It's like the sunlight comes on the side here in the evening at I see it come through the window at 5 to 8, and then it's gone.
Some don't need it though. Some if you go to Walmart and you look at they have different sections, and some are partial sunlight, and some I think are no sunlight or not direct sunlight. So
Right.
you just get cacti. Surround yourself with cacti. Pete's asking me to do say plant pot in a Canadian accent. The reason he's asking, I don't know if I've ever told you this story, Sleuths.
No.
But in a former life, I got arrested when I was in the United States. I was drunk and I broke a plant pot by accident. But I was very drunk, so I don't really remember, to be honest. Either way, got in a bit of trouble with the fuzz. Got arrested.
Man, what?
Yeah. Because apparently this plant pot was the proprietors of the restaurant that it belonged to said it was over $500, which made it a felony. So they were like, "You're facing felony vandalism charges." I was like, "Holy shit!" I just got drunk and broke a plant pot. I'm sorry. And long story. Well, no, okay. So basically, fast forward a couple of months, we eventually convinced them to drop the charges with a bit of a payment, which is all they wanted, really. They just saw an opportunity to get some money. But now every time I go to the States and cross the border, I have to do the fingerprint thing. And every time it flags me up, and every time they drag me into a back office, and every time they are say what happened, and I have to recount the story. And every time I get to the part where I say plant pot, they're like, what? I was like, I broke a plant pot. And they're like, what? What did you? I broke a plant pot. And then I eventually have to go plant pot.
And they're like, oh.
And they're like,
well, why did you just say that from the start?
Plant pot. Okay. And it was like 10 years ago. And so now I go in and I'm like, wow. 10 years ago I broke a plant pot and still get called back. And I carry the papers with me. I have a little dossier that I carry to
oh my
that says
gosh,
that nothing happened, and I give it to them, and they, flex their power and wave their penis at me, and I'm out. I'm out the door.
Oh my god, man! I can't believe this.
Yeah.
They actually waved their.
Yeah. That's when they've exercised that. If they don't have a penis, they have a fake one on a stick, and they just. All right, you can go.
Oh my gosh, man, that's terrifying, and you have to do this every single time.
It's happened. It's happened every time. Yeah.
Man.
And the last time I went was on a work trip, and I was with a busload of Blue Jays. I was going to see a Blue Jays a Blue Jays away game. And I was with a busload of fans, and I was stopped at the border, and
you held
so embarrassing.
Bus? Oh my god!
Yeah. When that time I spoke to my manager before and was like, "This is going to happen," so they sent me in a separate car. Oh. And then there was another time when I missed a flight to the States because they were doing they did immigration before you got on, and I missed my mother-in-law's wedding. Oh no, sorry, I didn't miss the wedding. I was with my mother-in-law's family and all my wife's side of the family, and they all got on the plane, and we had to stay, and we didn't make the flight, and then I had to get a later flight. And then I had to explain to them all why I didn't get on the flight. Didn't really want to tell that part. Anyway.
Man, that's intense, man. At first when you were talking about the bus thing, you said you were in a separate car, but I was first imagining you on a bus and you have all these people that you semi kind of know, and then you like state guys or like border guys are like, hey, you need to come with us, and then you come back on, and no one knows why you've just been like taken. You're the only one, and everyone's like looking at you like, and you're like, I killed the guy. And you, like sit down, and they're like,
yeah, I should start saying that.
what? Like, Jack, what? He's sitting right behind me. But it's a plant pot. Like, even
Plant pot.
I kicked the plant pot. A plant.
Yeah, yeah.
Plant,
I think
plant pot.
I think I was running along like pulling at the leaves, and I pulled one over. I think, but it was like, have you ever been? There's been maybe 2 times in my life where I've been so drunk I can't remember things and just like blank, and that was one of them. I just was.
Whoa.
Just drank way too much.
The tree toppled over. Like, it was.
I really honestly can't remember. All I remember is running away, getting like there was like 5 police cars because I think they'd been called out for some other thing and like some other crime that they hadn't found them. So there was an extra amount of police cars in the area. So I remember like being swarmed by about 5 police cars, and they were like, "You broke this plant pot," and I was like, "Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Take me to an ATM machine and I'll pay for it." And they were like, "No, it's not that simple. This is a felony. You're coming to the big house." And I got thrown into a cell with like 3 other guys in it in bunks.
Did you get handcuffed?
Yeah.
Were they tight?
Well,
uncomfortable?
Yeah, it was pretty uncomfortable. I was in the back of the. I can't believe I'm saying all this. I was in the back of the with the cuffs on. I tell you what's difficult is getting out of our car with handcuffs on.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, really need to engage your core strength, especially when you're drunk. It's not easy.
It's almost like a kamikaze dive into a pool, like where you keep your hands to your side when you dive in instead of like diving like that.
Yeah,
kamikaze dive head first. So you're like you're like, okay, 1, 2, all right, here we go.
That's what I had in mind. That's what I was embodying.
Man,
Yeah.
Jack, I mean, thanks for sharing. That's a cool story. That's a badass story. But that plant,
I mean,
man,
like, it would be if you're going to be arrested. It would be better if it was for a cooler reason. But you know,
I can't believe you almost got a felony for it too. Bam.
I know. Yeah, that would have been no laughing matter.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't be laughing.
They'd be like, no, because they were like a felony. The maximum punishment is 6 months in jail. And I was like, "Are you serious? Like, I could legitimately go to jail for breaking a fucking plant pot. Are you kidding me?" And they were like, "Maybe." I was like, "God, the whole thing sucks." But anyway,
Man, your first day, and they're like, "What are you in for?" And you're like, I broke a plant pot."
I'm like, homicide. Yeah, who'd you kill? What did I kill?
You instead of a
Rat,
tear,
man.
you get like a little leaf tattooed. Yeah, man, I'm a professional. I take out plant pots, man. Like, you know, like people are kind of crazy. Like, you never know where they're gonna be, but a plant pot is like always where it's gonna be. And you just, you know, that's what I do best, man. You don't want to mess with me when it comes to a plant pot, man.
Because I've thought about it a lot. Like, and I think first day in prison when you're in the canteen, you've got to just like smack the hardest guy over the back of the head with your tray.
Yeah.
Although the first guy gives you a dirty look, you just got to go all in to just show you're a crazy mofo who shouldn't be messed with.
Yeah.
Like that would be that would be the hardest thing to do on day one. And after that, I feel like no one would mess with me.
I know we're on a very large tangent here, but I did want to just ask: have you seen the movie The Watchmen?
No, I haven't.
I mean, it's a good movie. And the story is pretty awesome. I recommend it if you ever are wondering what to watch one night to check it out. But there's a scene in there where this guy, his name's Rorschach, and he's puts in prison. It's not really ruining anything for you. And he's like this badass guy, but he has also put a lot of these people in prison. So he's in prison, and they're all like sizing him up in the cafeteria. Exactly what you're saying, right? And
really?
He gets his food, right? And then he's like, and they're all sizing him up, right? Like, and he gets his food, and he turns around, he's like, you know, problem is, you guys seem to think that I'm in here locked up with you, but really, you're locked in here with me. And then, bam, he just like, action. and it's sick.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, this guy, he's my favorite character in that story.
I've actually heard that's a good movie.
But yeah, that scene, almost to what you're saying, I was like, man, that's why
Well,
I
I
was
feel like
like,
that's a relatively because I was thinking of the scene in The Longest Yard, you know, the Adam Sandler movie where he gets sent to prison, and he
Yes,
does
yeah.
that too. Like, I think you have to,
yeah,
you just have to do that. You got to show you ain't gonna be messed with in prison. I think I maybe give it a bit of lip. I'll be like, "What are you looking at?" And then be like, "You," and I'll be like, "Okay." I go get my lawyer on the phone. I'd be like, "Have you seen Shawshank Redemption?"
yes, yeah.
You know the guy who like breaks down in the first night. He's like, "I don't belong here." That would be me.
Nah, I think you'd persevere, man. You'd improvise just like you were as a drama teacher.
Yeah, maybe.
And
Oh,
then
man.
you go back to school, and then the students are like, "Mr. C, you went to prison? What'd you go for prison for?" You're like, broke a plant pot.
But listen, kids, don't go down the same road I went. Okay, don't go down the road that's lined with plant pots. Go down the other one. It's just a temptation. Every time I see a plant pot now, I'm like, oh yeah. It's like the old me wants to come out and just smash it to pieces. But I know.
Why,
I know I-
Yoda?
Anyway, that was a huge tangent. That's brought us almost to 10 o'clock. Can we watch? Can we watch your song again?
Yeah.
Can we close out with your song? Because
Absolutely.
I missed it first time.
So should we? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll do.
This is Lucas Luzar. For anyone that missed it, which
We're
may have just been me.
We're playing it again because I did stop it for Jack here. But here it goes. So for this week, I was asked to do a sad song. So I'm going to be doing a song from my favorite Disney movie, Robin Hood. Hope you enjoy. Every town has its ups and downs. Sometimes ups outnumber the downs. Not in Nottingham. I'm inclined to believe if we were so down, we'd up and leave. We'd up and fly if we had wings for flying. Can't you hear the tears we're crying? Can't there be some happiness for me? Not in Nottingham. Thank you very much. That was. Oh, I can't hear you, Jack. The button. The button.
There it is.
There we go.
Yay! Stupid button. Stupid button.
Wasn't me this
Ah,
time.
that was nice, man. I didn't manage to not smile. So I don't know. Maybe it has to be sadder.
Dang it. Okay, next week it's got to be sadder.
That's it.
It's the end of the show.
We're at the end. That's the end of the show. Yeah, I think I'm taking a break next week. Next week will be Slews, Han Solo. Any videos you want to submit, then submit away. I've maybe Carl's given me said that the story about the potential prison is potentially a nugget of a song. Maybe I'll write my woes down on the page. But yeah, I'm gonna take a break. But the Slews man is in charge. So yeah, over to you, Slews.
Yep. So next week I'm going to be doing a show. It's going to be just me. If you guys are sending in videos, please keep sending in the videos. I'm going to be procuring the list, and yeah, we're gonna most likely start at the same time we did today, 9 o'clock. I think that was a better time. But stay tuned during the week on Instagram and things like that. I'll be sending out messages, and yeah, that's it for May 11th, the birthday of
May
Timon.
11th, the birthday of Timon, 1 year old. Happy birthday to you. Cool. Thank you everybody for watching, for taking time to chat to us in the chat. It's always nice. Send in those videos. Check for updates on the Facebook, on the Instagram. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, what the heck are you doing at this point? Go ahead and hit the old subscribe button. 5 more, we get to 100. What a party we shall have.
And tell people about the show. You know,
Tell people about
for
the
the
show.
stream. You know, just tell people about it. That helps us out big time.
Yeah.
I mean, we try to get the word out as much as we can, but you guys, you guys are on another level. Let me tell you. You
Yeah.
guys are all on another level. So
Yeah.
thank you and good night. Have a good one. Till next week.
Bye. So long. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Au revoir. See ya.